Inspire conferences are always very special. I mean, I started working on Inspire in 2001, when we still called it the ESDI, Alessandro, you remember? And in the course of these 10 years, of course, you make a lot of friends, you work with a lot of people. And today we have in the audience actually 3 of our friends, of our community, who are going to move, or already have moved, towards greener pastures, meaning they are going on pension. And we would like to take this occasion to actually thank them for their efforts. So I would like to call 3 distinguished gentlemen on stage. Ian Jackson, Keith Murray, and then there is one who is already on stage, Cameron. Obviously, I don't have a check for them, but still I have a few words of gratitude, absolutely. I mean, I still remember the first time I actually met Cameron. I think it was at the Algero Inspire conference. When was that? In 2005? Something like that. And arriving in Algero, Alitalia managed to lose my luggage. So after one day in the heat over there, I really started to smell. I said, God, what am I going to do? And a lot of other people also lost their luggage. And I was standing outside in the evening before the dinner, and I see a gentleman walking towards me in a Hawaiian shirt and a skirt. And I said, oh God, he must have lost his luggage, but at least he's traveling with his wife. And that's how I got to know Cameron. Now, we said at a certain moment these are going to be the Lifetime Achievement Awards. Now, of course, these gentlemen have been doing much more in their lives than just working on Inspire. I think, well, Cameron has been around so long that he must have been hunting haggis with Rob Roy, for example. I think the volcano in the Hollywood Park was still active when you started to build your mineral collection.
Thank you.
And Keith, I'm quite sure that he was charting the darker areas of the world when most of the British citizens were still addressed as Bwana. So they have been around a very long time. But the last 10 years they have made an enormous contribution to Inspire in various areas. SDI Scotland, One Geology Europe, and Keith's work on the thematic drafting teams in the UK location strategy, which really stands as a model for what we also want to achieve through SAIS, sorry to talk about work, has been of tremendous value. Especially your work on linked data structures and so on. I'm sure we're going to find a very good use of that. So gentlemen, I would like to ask you one thing, in a one-liner, 2 questions. What gave you most pleasure working on Inspire, and what frustrated you most working on Inspire over the last years? Can I invite you?
Okay, well, for me, the first question, the answer is very easy. What gave me most pleasure is working with you guys, with my colleagues from the Commission and from other member states. Frustration, there are many, I guess, but it's the rate of progress and the slow rate of progress. So.
Am I allowed 2 good things?
Oh yeah.
Okay, the first is like Cameron's, is meeting and working with such a great bunch of people. The second was just now in the audience, and that was selecting a seat that allowed me to recognize what a Scotsman wears under his kilt, because Cameron has not yet learned the lesson of keeping his legs closed while sitting down.
That's why they call them modesty screens.
I have to say, I'm still in shock. And the frustration? Yeah. There is no thing that Inspire could frustrate, because it can't beat working with geologists for most of your life. So it's been fun.
Okay, so what has been most pleasing is I think over the last 5 years working in the data specifications and the thematic working group, the IOC task force and all the rest of it is just, we've had a whole bunch of people all working in the same direction, all trying to do the same thing, all working for the same goals. And it's been really refreshing that we have so many people working together, and that's what I will miss and leaving. And the frustration, I guess, is that it takes too long to implement this stuff, and time moves on, but it's in great hands, so in that sense it's all moving forward. So good luck to everybody, and I'm looking forward as a user now in the next few years seeing where these things are going to go. Okay, thank you.
Okay. So now you see these gents in action, so we have not been exaggerating. And the vision, for example, of Ian is, as always, I mean, the first time I met him was in Maribor, and he came out and immediately impressed me with his knowledge about the relationships between the British royal family and the Belgian royal family, you may recall, Ian. And also the fact that he already handed me out the first one geology pin, stating explicitly that they were already working on it because the contract was not yet signed, but he already had the pins. And the design has been refined. And talking about pins, with the help of Karen and the other colleagues, of course, we actually found a symbol for Inspire, the ananas. This is a particular one because it has a candle in it. So whenever you light this candle, gentlemen, please remember us and come back to us as well. So, gentlemen, ladies, I think I'm going to hand over to Cameron, who is certainly going to invite us for a coffee break.
Yes, thank you, Hugo. Speechless. So all I can say is thank you again, and it's time for coffee.